Hello guys, we are going to introduce Car Chu. The application provides information for your own electric vehicles. My name is Bom Jung and my team members are Seung Hong, Yejin Kim, and Ji Woo. Biden, who is president of USA, says that the future of the auto industry is electric. There's no turning back. Can you agree with Biden and us? My team will proceed with 5 contents.
The first chapter is problem specification. As Biden said, the era of electric vehicles has come sooner than expected. The first problem is that existing services such as Neighbor and Town do not provide optimized information to individuals. The second problem is that it is difficult to get information offline due to COVID-19. The third problem is information for electric vehicles is distributed and sporadic. The fourth problem is that there is no service that provides the necessary information and charging station applications after buying an electric car.
The second chapter is project outcomes as the solution. The description of the database schema is divided into 4 sections. First, tables and attributes. The table is divided into 3 main categories. First, detailed tables for electric vehicles. Second, table to guide charging stations and subsidy, and an address table to provide them. Third, tables that provide reviews and recommendations. Attributes provide a lot of information that supports each table. Second, kind of integrity constraint. In my Pikachu project, data integrity is divided into 4 categories. First, data domain. Second, key. Third, entity. Lastly, reference. In domain integrity constraints, every domain must contain atomic values. When assigning a data type to a column, and it should be limited the values that the column cannot contain. In key integrity constraint, primary key has unique value and prohibit null value. And by adhering to the principle of normalization, the primary key of the table is optimized, thereby maintaining the key integrity constraint. In entity integrity constraints, a primary key identifies each tuple uniquely in a relation. Therefore, by putting a primary key constraint, primary key does not accept null values. In referential integrity constraints, a column declared with fk must have the same value in the table it refers to, so cascade is used in the child table to prevent each bad situation.
Third, indexes. Index is used to quickly find the tuple of a table. MySQL uses primary key as an index by default. Some of our tables have declared the primary key as a combination because of normalization. Therefore, we implemented a quick search by declaring a new index based on the ID value of the table. As you can see, an index called the fast station has been declared. Since the station table has nearly 5,000 tuples, the using of index affects performance. The station table is declared as shown. The fast station index is declared based on the station ID, which is part of the primary key. Fourth, views, functions, and triggers. Tables are partitioned to implement normalization. Therefore, in order to quickly and easily see all the contents, we declare 2 views based on the table contents. The first view is declared for checking all details about electric vehicles by model. The second view is declared to be able to see all information about the posted articles. The above picture is the result of one of the 2 declared views. Subsidy support is provided only for electric vehicles with a price of 60 million won or less. Therefore, when receiving an input from the user that subsidy is required, the calculate function is executed and the cars under 60 million won are excluded. This trigger is to change the content when the user writes abusive language when inserting a review.
Now, let's move on to how the database application works in our website. First, users select the information they want from the DB, and DB returns the result through queries based on the information. We used MVC application architecture, which is consisted of model, view, and controller. This picture shows map how the web works via MVC. Here are developmental environments that we used. For a framework, we used Spring Tool and MyBatis to connect Vue with Server. For programming language, we used Java, HTML, CSS, jQuery, and JavaScript. We used MySQL library and AWS Cloud System to create and access to the DB. Then, how the application works together with the database management system. First, to find customized EV car, when the user enters the information using select form, our application translated them into queries and returned the EV car that satisfies the condition. Likewise, you can get charger station information from database. When the user selects the reason, the application translated them into queries and returns the data of station. There is a review board in our web. For administrators, they can update and delete the review, while general users can only write the review by entering information. So far, we've seen how our web works via database.
The third chapter is summary and broad impact. Overall, the supply and demand of electric vehicles has grown exponentially, but buyer-friendly information is lacking. For this reason, my team had to build an appropriate database to accurately deliver the necessary information. After then, my team provides optimized information to users based on the web page created by Spring MVC design pattern. In conclusion, Car Chu introduces electric vehicles for everyone, including you who are interested in electric vehicles, and it also provides related information. Our primary target is a person who has difficulty finding information about electric vehicles and government subsidies because of the sporadic and massive amount of information. Therefore, we provide personalized suggestions, subsidies available, and reviews by experts, and also how to manage your car after purchase. Additionally, it can boost the electric car market and tackle environmental problems by encouraging the purchase of an electric car.
Let me see you how our application Pick Car works. We have 5 pages, and you can connect to each page through navigation bar, home page, searching page, review board page, recommendation app page, and pages that show the charger station near the user. This is our main page. Since the targeted website is people who want to buy EV cars, you can check the purchase guide by click this button. And you can see the main button, Pick Your Car Now, that moves to the searching page, which contains our main feature. Users can get the EV car list by selecting the conditions. If you didn't select them or you cannot get the results. So first, select the 2 brands of the EV car. I'll select the Tesla and Hyundai. Then select the car type. You can enter the minimum price and maximum price you want. Then select if you want to get subsidy or not. Finally, select the place you live because the subsidy is related with the place. Now, let's click this button and see what cars are my style. There's many cars that satisfies those conditions. You can get the names and information of the cars. If you click the name, you can see more. You can download the image files of the result by click this button. We use tables and view to get picture, car name, brand name, model name, price, and so on by select query. We also made and used calculate function to check the subsidy. The next page shows the good reviews. If you click the title, you can see the review from others. We use tables and view to get category, title, contents, and log data of the review by select query. You can write the review by click the button. Choose category, enter the title and the URL of the title, and the contents. However, if you enter the contents that include abusive words, the trigger changes the content and show the comments from the admin. So here, the contents didn't insert it. Let's enter the proper review again. So choose category, enter the title, URL, and the contents. So you can see the review properly uploaded here. We used insert query and trigger for writing reviews. You can update and delete the review by admin access. If you click this admin mode, the login page opens. If you correctly enter the ID and the password, you can see the list of reviews. By click this edit button, you can change the contents of it. So let's change the contents. Now the contents has been changed. Also, you can delete the contents by click this delete button. We use update and delete query to applicate this. Let's move back to general user mode. Here are some good apps for EV car users. We use select query to get the data. Finally, on this page, you can get information about charging station by region. If you select the 도 or 광역시, the next option select the 시 or 군구 in that 도 or 광역시. By click this button, you can see that there are many stations in 서울시 종로구. So far, we've looked at how our web works.
Thank you for watching videos, and if you want to ask something, please contact to us.